Hello. Today we're going to look at accessing the online training modules for Intuitive via the My Intuitive app. We're assuming that you've already received a personalized link from your Intuitive representative, downloaded the app, and finished that registration. This is the next step to access those modules. So you'll log into the app. Inside the app at the home screen, you're going to see the tabs across the bottom. There's 4 of them: Home, Reports, Learn, and Events. We're going to click on Learn today. That's going to bring us into the Learning page. Once inside the Learning page, we're going to go into the upper right-hand corner and hit the menu to get that drop down. And then we're going to go into the catalog. Now, this is the Learning catalog. You're going to see there are a few systems if we scroll down here, and we want to scroll over until we see the Vinci XI, which should probably be the third option on your app. We'll click on that. And you can see there's 219 results. A lot of these are going to be instrument specific. Some of them are going to be videos. A lot of great content in there. Feel free to look through all that content, but today we want just the required modules, and we're going to look at drilling down to get those via the filter system. So if you click on filters, that's up here at the top, and we're going to drill down a little bit further a few different ways. The first thing we're going to do under operating system is we're going to go ahead and hit either the V11 or V10. Those are the most recent. The higher the number, the more recent the version. And if you don't know yours, I would just suggest selecting the second highest. You're either going to be on the second highest or the highest. So if you select the second highest at some point, that content will be relevant. Next, we're going to go down to roles. And today, again, we're going to select resident and fellow for this example. If you were not a resident fellow, you would just select what's appropriate here. And then all levels is what's selected under levels. We're looking for very introductory content. So you're going to go in there and you're going to see foundational. And again, there's several options. We're going to select foundational because that's what we're looking for here today. And then we're going to hit apply. When we do that, it's going to drill down to just 2 different modules. One is for simulator training. Again, very useful. Would highly recommend that if you're getting started on simulation. It's going to bring a lot of good information to you. And then what we are looking for here today is the Vinci XI System Basics for residents and fellows. So we're going to click on that. As you can see, it says in progress because I've selected this earlier. And then there should be a little graphic here at the top. It shows you how far you are in this. And the reason that it's going to show you that is because you can jump in and out of these as required. You don't need to have, a couple hours to sit down and do this all at once. You can jump in and out as needed. And so as you scroll down here, you're going to start seeing each of the components that is part of this. The online training, which is a total of 40 minutes, is the online modules. And those cover a variety of topics. And then you're also going to see down here at the bottom, at the very bottom is the assessment that has a green check mark next to it. Now, yours won't, not until you complete that. But that is the assessment that is going to basically check that you've watched and learned from all the modules above it, as well as the one that's just above it that says in-service. And so the reason I mention this is that in-service is done hands-on at your hospital with the Intuitive rep. And so if you take that online assessment after taking the learning modules, you may not have all the information that you need to take the assessment. So don't get frustrated. Just make sure that you reach out to your Intuitive rep with yourself or a group of your peers and try to coordinate an in-service to cover the additional items that would be helpful for that online assessment. And we'll also clarify anything that was reviewed in the modules that maybe wasn't as clear as you'd like to make sure that you have everything you need to finish that assessment. So again, this is where you'll access everything, but you have to assign it to yourself. So let's scroll back up here. and where you can see where it says unenroll, yours will say enroll. So you would click on that and it'll assign it to you. How can I check what my assignments are? Well, let's go back up to the menu system and go to My Learning and Assignments. And there you'll see everything that was assigned to you over time. Now, I've assigned a lot to myself over time as I do these examples. You should only see that one assignment. Also, under Menu and under My Learning, you'll see an option for certificates and reports. If you do complete the assessment, that's where you'll access the certificate. And you can download that from here, send it to yourself via email, or print it right from your phone. So if you have any questions, reach out to your intuitive rep for further clarification. Also, your robotics coordinator at the hospital may be helpful as well when trying to identify either a software version or who your intuitive rep currently is. Hope this is helpful. Thanks for your time.